Aaron Dillon here, Managing Director of AG Dillon & Co. Here is January 3, 2025, Pre-IPO Stock Market Update. Perplexity AI, an AI large language model business focused on search, has rapidly grown to become a major player in the AI search industry, recently acquiring Carbon, a startup enabling large language models to access third-party application data. The company secured $500 million in funding this month, led by institutional venture partners, tripling its valuation to $9 billion, up from $1 billion in April and $3 billion in June, following SoftBank Vision 2's investment. With over 15 million active users as of March 2024, Perplexity projects annualized revenue to more than double to $127 million in 2025 and quintuple to $656 million by 2026, leveraging partnerships with publishers like Time and Fortune. It competes in a crowded market, including Google and OpenAI, by integrating generative AI and offering features like enterprise data search, stock price lookups, and productivity app integration. Despite facing plagiarism accusations, Perplexity continues to expand its enterprise reach with backing from SoftBank, Jeff Bezos, and NVIDIA. Databricks, an AI-focused data management and analytics business, announced a $10 billion funding round, raising its valuations to $62 billion, up from $43 billion in 2023, and surpassing rival Snowflake's $57 billion valuation as of Monday. The company has raised $8.6 billion to date, with investors including Thrive Capital, Anduril Horowitz, and Insight Partners. Databricks projects over $3 billion in revenue run rate for the fiscal quarter ending January 31st, 2025, marking its first positive free cash flow, with over 60% year-over-year revenue growth in Q3 2024, driven by AI demand. Its software used for data analysis, cleaning, and running AI models is hosted on competing platforms like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft Clouds. The funding will allow Databricks to provide liquidity to employees, expand internationally, make acquisitions, and attract top AI talent. The company featured on CNBC's 2024 Disruptor 50 list. Plans to use this financing to alleviate pressure to go public, though an IPO could occur as early as mid-2025, according to their CEO. Chime, the online banking fintech company, has taken a significant step towards its IPO by filing confidential paperwork with the SEC, targeting a public debut in 2025. The San Francisco-based digital bank has raised $2.65 billion to date, with prominent investors like Sequoia Capital, SoftBank, Tyra Global, and Forerunner Ventures. Chime, known for its no-fee banking services via a mobile app, offers features such as checking and high-yield savings accounts, along with paycheck advances for up to $500. The company uses an asset-light model, avoiding traditional banking infrastructure to reduce costs and enhance competitiveness. The IPO, led by Morgan Stanley, comes as optimism returns to the market following the success of ServiceTitan's IPO and a broader tech recovery trends. Chime, which also partners with NBA's Dallas Mavericks for jersey sponsorship, will need to navigate investor expectations as it seeks to convert its 2021 valuation into tangible market success in a more cautious economic environment. Chime has a $8.6 billion secondary market valuation that's down 65% versus its September 2021 round. That was the last round that they had. Smart ring maker Oura closed a $200 million Series D funding round, raising its valuation from $5.2 billion, doubling from $2.55 billion in 2022. The round included major investors like Fidelity Management and Dexcom, which contributed $75 million. Oura has sold over 2.5 million rings, priced between $249 and $549, along with a $70 annual subscription. The company's member base and revenue has more than doubled in the past year, with Bloomberg projecting $500 million in 2024 revenue. Recent partnerships with Dexcom aim to integrate glucose monitoring with Oura's sleep and exercise data, paving the way for co-marketing opportunities. Oura also expanded its retail presence to Amazon and Target, and partnered with U.S. military organizations like Air Force and the Defense Innovation Unit. Recent acquisitions include Veri, which is a metabolic health company, and Sparta Science, which is health tracking, as the company prioritizes AI, science, and innovation to expand its product offerings and explore new markets. Vultr, an AI-focused cloud computing provider, raised $333 million for its first ever funding round, led by AMD and Lumen Arcs Capital, bringing its valuation to $3.5 billion amid surging demand for AI infrastructure. The funds will be used to expand its GPU capacity, with AMD aiming to become Vultr's preferred AI hardware provider. Vultr serves hundreds of thousands of businesses, including Activision, Blizzard, and Bharti Airtel, and plans to launch its first supercompute cluster with thousands of AMD GPUs. The AI semiconductor market, currently worth $117 billion, is projected to reach $193 billion by 2027, with NVIDIA dominating 95% of the market share. AMD, which recently acquired ZT Systems for $5 billion, is competing with NVIDIA by investing in its emerging AI cloud providers like Vultr and TensorWave. Vultr's AI cloud service, where customers lease GPU access, is expected to become its largest revenue stream, capitalizing on growing demand for AI inference capabilities. OpenAI is restructuring its for-profit arm into a Delaware Public Benefit Corporation, or PBC, while retaining its nonprofit side, which will hold at least 25% stake in the for-profit entity. This move aims to attract billions in funding needed for advanced AI development, with $7.2 billion in investor obligations due within 2 years. Founded in 2015 as a nonprofit, OpenAI shifted to a for-profit subsidiary in 2019 to sustain high costs, culminating in the 2022 success of ChatGPT. The new structure mirrors rivals like Anthropic and xAI, prioritizing social goals alongside profit. Microsoft, OpenAI's largest investor, is negotiating terms for its stake and intellectual property rights. Despite concerns over deviating from its public mission, OpenAI's board argues that the change will strengthen its nonprofit initiatives in healthcare, education, and science, while enabling sustained growth in the AI industry. OpenAI has a $154 billion secondary market valuation. That's down 1.8% from the September 2024 round. xAI, the AI large language model business, has raised $6 billion in its latest equity financing round, building on another $6 billion raised earlier this year. That's $12 billion total for 2024. The company, previously valued at $24 billion, is now discussing a $45 billion valuation. The round, it's at $50 billion valuation. The round attracting 97 investors, including new backers like Abu Dhabi's $100 billion MGX Sovereign Wealth Fund, Qatar Investment Authority, NVIDIA, and AMD, alongside existing investors like Andreessen Horowitz, Sequoia Capital, and Buy Capital. Founded just last year, xAI has rapidly developed its chatbot, integrated into the X app, and established a cutting-edge data center in Memphis. The company is currently training its Grok 3 AI model, signaling its aggressive push to compete with OpenAI in the advanced AI space. xAI has a $69 billion secondary market valuation. That's up 37% versus this current funding round. Anduril, the defense technology company, is spearheading efforts to form a groundbreaking consortium with Palantir Technologies, valued at $169 billion, alongside a dozen other cutting-edge tech companies, to revolutionize how the U.S. government utilizes its $850 billion defense budget. The consortium, set to include SpaceX, OpenAI, Scale AI, and Saronic, aims to replace outdated defense procurement models dominated by legacy contractors like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Raytheon. By integrating Anduril's autonomous software Lattice with Palantir's AI platform and leveraging OpenAI's advanced AI models, Anduril is at the forefront of delivering innovative AI-driven solutions for national security. This initiative aligns industry leaders to execute the Department of Defense technical priorities, focusing on producing agile, cost-effective, and autonomous systems that redefine modern conflict. With record funding pouring into defense tech startups and increasing reliance on AI-driven tools, Anduril remains committed to ensuring that the U.S. and its allies access the most advanced, effective, and secure technologies available. All right, let's look at pre-IPO stock performance as of December 30, 2024. Up this week, Anthropic's up 9.9%, xAI is up 7.1%, CoreWeave's up 6%, Grok's up 5%, Ramp's up 4%. Down this week, Cohere is down 8.1%, OpenAI is down 6.1%, eToro is down 3.1%, Sync's down 1.8%, and Stripe is down 1.3%. Top valuation, SpaceX, $350 billion, ByteDance, $300 billion, OpenAI, $154 billion, Stripe's at $89 billion, and XAI is at $69 billion. Subscribe at agdillon.com/subscribe to get the most current valuation, revenue multiples, and performance data delivered to your inbox. All right, let's look at performance for the AG Dillon Pre-IPO stock vintage indexes as of December 30, 2024. 2024 vintage index top contributors since inception, basically the whole year. Revolut was up 173%, Rippling's up 143%, Anduril's up 103%, SpaceX up 101%, and Anthropic's up 92%. The 2024 vintage index is up 79% since its inception or year-to-date 2024. There are no detractors in the 2024 vintage index. Key metric averages for all vintage indexes 5 years old or older, 579% cumulative return since inception, 49% realized distributed to investors, and the hardcore VC metrics 6.79 TVPI, 3.31 DPI, and 3.48 RVPI, 4.1 years to quote-unquote return the fund. Subscribe at agdillon.com/subscribe to get the most current pre-IPO stock index fact sheets, including vintage data by year from 2025. All right, that's it for me this week. Thanks, and see you guys next week.